Awesome. I'm here today with Action 7 News for an exclusive interview with Martin Luther, who kickstarted the Protestant Reformation. How are you doing today, Martin?
I'm Martin Luther. I am very peaceful and religious.
Why was the church so powerful in the early 1500s?
Everyone treated the Pope like he was some kind of Superman, but I am Luther, and he will not control us because they believed he had the power to forgive sins. And everyone is so afraid of going to hell, they would not cross the Superman. But I, Luther, would take him down.
In your 95 theses that you nailed to the door of the cathedral in Wittenberg, you complained about indulgences. What are they?
I hate indulgences. Indulgences are letters. People would pay the church money to forgive their sins or the sins of their loved ones. Poor people who could not even afford food for themselves would spend their money on these letters. But the Pope does not truly have the power to forgive sins. Only God alone can forgive sins. Only God alone.
Were there any other problems?
There were many other problems. The church was a corrupt institution controlled by money. In fact, nepotism was a huge problem where relatives were given positions in the church. Simony, where church officials held several positions. The church was very corrupt. Not only that, but no one could understand what was being said in the church. The masses were all in Latin. They should be in the vernacular language. In Germany, they should be in German. In France, they should be in French. I, Luther, will change this. The church wanted to punish me, but they could not succeed. They could not punish Luther. For you see, they took me to the Diet of Worms in 1521. Once people started reading my ideas, they realized that I, Luther, was correct. And they put me on trial. Even the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V was there. He could not defeat Luther. In fact, they excommunicated me. They said, you can no longer be part of the church. I was the church's #1 monk. I was on the cover of Monk magazine as the monk of the month. And yet they tried to excommunicate me, Luther.
Did anyone support you?
Yes, King Frederick III of Saxony knew that I, Luther, was right. So when they tried to burn me at the stake for being what they called a heretic, he said, I will not let them do this to Luther. And he whisked me away to safety. In addition, many of the German princes said that I, Luther, was right, and they would follow my teachings, not the church's teachings.
What was the lasting impact of your actions?
The lasting impact of my actions was that people would now read the Bible for themselves. For when they would read the Bible for themselves and think for themselves, they would see that I, Luther, was right about my interpretation of the Bible. Yes, and now the great true impact is that Europe would no longer be dominated by only the Catholic Church. There were now many more churches, but the greatest was the Lutheran Church, for it came from the mind of me, Luther.
Action 7 News.
God bless you, for it is I, Luther. Ho, 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 ho.